There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as San Francisco 49ers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Ford Field. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. 5-yard line. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. There as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Second down. Here's Mostert again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Agnew now to return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39, and the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Goff. Fells has it, left side. And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Obviously. Hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And this is caught by Fells, right side. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Gone. Looking for his tight end, Fells, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart, and they will set up at the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down. Lance looking to throw it. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, Mostert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Throwing now is Lance. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From his goal line here, Goff. Open man, the tight end Fells. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Goff on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 5. Here's Lance. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And Gold is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. To throw is Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled out a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Trent Sherfield, 37 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again is Goff. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. But now it's third down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
It's finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Goff. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff running left is Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And this one's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You definitely won't like to hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, a run with Mostert. He finds an opening past the 40. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 73 yards. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. On the ground with a tight end. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Goff now looks to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now Benjamin. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And Lance now to throw. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Goff throwing again. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
So we reach halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Goff on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Goff. Flushed out right. And in for the Lions touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Now Lance.
He's got this one complete to Sherfield.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
146 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lance, a give now to Sermon.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Sermon
with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Here's Goff now on second down. Deep ball for Goodwin. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance, flush to his right.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
To throw, it's Lance.
Flushed out right. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance forced out to his left.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
158 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Lance now on 1st down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he is all the way up past the 25. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Goff. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Out of the gun, Goff.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now here's a throw that's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Emmanuel Mosley that time able to knock it away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Returning, it's Benjamin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key is going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
To throw again on second down. Lance. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, 49ers.
Raheem Mostert.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the 49ers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
What a difference a year makes so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year ago. Looking like they're going to move to 1-0 right now.
Not really unusual in the NFL, though, is it? Because we always talk about every year, 8-8 is kind of the baseline for everyone, plus or minus. And we've seen many teams go from worst to first. I know it's 1 week, but still, they're starting to think to themselves, we've got a chance this season.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Williams. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Trey Sermon
making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the 49ers continue to roll.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. 2nd and 5 now. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Maurice Hurst able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Swift. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And Bullock will put this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 9.